So listen, if you're going to come to the Yukon and can only visit one place, without a doubt, my top recommendation would be Dawson City, Yukon. Not only for the natural beauty that is surrounded by, you've got the Tombstone Territorial Park not very far away, but there is, of course, its biggest claim to fame, which is the history of the Klondike Goldrush. Dawson continues to have a thriving placer mining industry today. As well, there is First Nation history and culture, which is alive and well. If you are in Dawson, make sure to check out the Moosehide Gathering and see if that's happening. This is an event that happens every 2 years and is a truly spectacular experience. And I mean, Dawson is such a quirky little town. It's beautiful with all its colorful Gold Rush buildings. It's got a thriving art scene. It has great restaurants and bars and events happening throughout the year. It is definitely should be a highlight on anyone's bucket list. Why, hello. If you are wondering why I'm smiling so much, that's because we are currently on our way to Dawson City. We are stopped at some road construction, but we are making our way from Mayo, and I'm super pumped to go to Dawson. I first moved to Dawson in 1990, and I was 12 years old. I went through high school, graduated there, came back for the summers and university, and then I bought property there and I taught there for 10 years. So for the better part of 29 years, Dawson was my home base, and it's a fun, quirky little town that I love dearly. So we are headed back. I haven't been there for months now, and so I'm really excited to go back and visit friends and check out what's new, and then also revisit some of my old haunts. So I've decided to take you along with me and give you a taste of Dawson City through the eyes of a local. Moose Creek Lodge is our first stop on this journey. It's a fabulous little roadside lodge, and the tarts are delicious. Cash only and closed on Monday and Tuesday, so plan your trip accordingly. Definitely want some tarts. What do you think? Should I mount some antlers to the front of the van? Little smokehouse for preserving your meat. This is the Tintina Trench. Normally on a clear day you can see right through to the Tombstone Mountains. All right, we're rolling into town. There's the old admin building. Back when Dawson was the capital, we've got the RCMP Commissioner's Residence, beautiful old stately mansion. We're coming up on St. Paul's Anglican Church. We've got the Yukon Hotel, a historic building. Over here, in the distance, we've got the old guns and ammo shop. Moving along, green building is kayak building. Along Front Street, we've got Sourdough Joe's, Great Fish and Chips, the ice cream store, homemade authentic tacos, Chichaco's, Best Bakery. True North is a little gift shop, another jewelry shop. We've got the Trading Post for antique and camping gear. We've got River West with curly fries and coffee, Maximilian's bookstore, Dancing Moose, fabulous gifts, and Klondike Nugget and Ivory, a fabulous gold shop. And the cool thing about this place is they've got samples of gold from all the surrounding creeks, which shows you just how interesting and varied the gold nuggets can be. By looking at the nuggets, a gold expert would be able to tell you what creek they came from. So this is a really cool thing to check out, as well as all the fabulous gold nugget jewelry. This place is closing and is for sale, so check it out soon. We've got CFYT, the local radio. There's an apartment building here. We've got the B&A Bank of Canada. It's a historic bank that was here during the gold rush. And we're going along on 2nd Avenue. This is Bombay Peggy's, a historic brothel and now an inn and pub. We have got the Red Feather Saloon, which is a little liquor store. We've got the Kissing Buildings as well as Bonton Company, a fabulous, highly rated restaurant. Here is a shot of Front Street in the glow of the setting sun. The beautiful walkway on the dike along the Yukon River. The Westminster Hotel, aka the Pit, a must visit when in town. And then we've got Diamond Tooth Gertie's, Canada's first legal gambling hall with 3 shows a night, can-can dancers, and all the gambling activities you could ever imagine.
Okay, everybody, this is something I know will get applause. How good do the girls look tonight? And of course they do. I taught them everything.
So while it is possible to easily boondock in Dawson City, we decided to get a site at the Gold Rush Campground, which is located right in the center of town. An unserviced lot will set you back 46 Canadian dollars a night. Is that your ball? Is that your ball? The beauty of being in town is that you can walk everywhere, and Dawson is a highly walkable city. I say city, it's not actually a city. That's sort of a throwback to the Gold Rush era when there was about 40,000 people in the area, but I believe the current population is closer to 2,000. The first place we came to check out was the farmer's market, and you can be sure that we picked up one of those pies. At the farmer's market, they have all sorts of local produce and artisan products, including pottery. We picked up a couple of these nice cups as well. Now, while we happened to be in Dawson, the Yukon Gold Panning Championships was taking place. Unfortunately, we just caught the awards ceremony. There were people competing to travel to the International Gold Panning Championships, which this year will be held in the Czech Republic, so that's pretty cool. Afterwards, we took some of the grandkids and went for a walk on the 9th Avenue Trail. This is a trail that goes along what would have been historically 9th Avenue, although that avenue does not exist anymore. Lots of information panels and views here and there of the town. There are lots of wildflowers and berries on the trail as well, and it's a great way to get out of the hot sun, as it's quite bushy in some places. When we lived in Dawson, we hiked this trail several times a week. It's one of our faves, and we highly recommend. And don't forget,
like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
and towards the end of our walk, we just so happened to come across a huge patch of wild strawberries. Mmm.
When they get melted, they don't taste good.
Yeah, they're best fresh. Are you making jam?
Yeah.
What about you? Are yours all red?
Not really.
is the SS Kino, only one of 2 remaining paddle wheelers left in the Yukon. The history of life on the river is fascinating. My only beef being, why write Kino of Dawson on the back? Not only is that misleading, but it's historically inaccurate. The SS Kino operated between Mayo and the mouth of the Stewart River, but enough about that. We've got important places to get to, namely the ice cream store. Well deserved after our long walk. Then, as if we still couldn't possibly be hungry, it was off to a delicious birthday dinner for a certain young lady turning 12. Happy birthday, Tally! The Midnight Dome offers spectacular views of Dawson City, the Yukon River Valley, and surrounding mountains. My favorite view is this panorama looking downriver, and on this very spot 12 years ago, some certain love bugs tied the knot. And you can see not a thing has changed. And to this direction, we can see the Bonanza Creek Valley, where gold was discovered, sparking the Klondike Goldrush. And then at the very top of that road up there is the Fire Tower Lookout. The next day began with a lovely sunrise, followed by coffee in our new cups from the market, as well as pie from the market. Stanley had to chase the ball a few times. Sit. Sit. And then it was off to the Yukon Spa. This place is newly open, and this was my first time here. The cardamom bun was to die for. After coffee and a bun, I visited the spa with a friend, and let me tell you, this place is a delight. They have all sorts of spa services. As well, they have a rooftop deck with both indoor and outdoor spaces. There are lounge chairs. There's a steam room, there's an infrared sauna. Outside there is a sauna, a cold plunge, a smaller hot tub with hotter water, and then a larger tub, and lounging spaces. It's a fabulous place to spend a couple hours, and I look forward to coming back.
Ooh, those jets.
Then it was time to hit the goldfields and meet up again with the grandkids, first stopping at Claim 33, an old site that is now closed but has a variety of old mining equipment and machinery. Then we continued on down Bonanza Creek Road, where we saw several active mines and stopped at Dredge number 4. This massive structure was used following the gold rush when gold claims were all consolidated, and the Yukon Consolidated Gold Corporation operated these dredges in order to remine the original grounds. The engineering to not only bring the parts up and construct these dredges, and also to bring the waters necessary for them to operate, and how they operated throughout this region over several decades, is truly captivating. And if you ever get the chance to do a tour, I would recommend it.
You know, even though I grew up around here and have been exposed to this all my life,
It doesn't get old. Like, this is so fascinating to me. Hey, Stan. What's this? We then went out to do some gold panning on the KVA's free claim number 6. Make sure you check out my gold panning video. So it was on this spot that gold was first discovered in the Klondike. They've got a nice little interpretive trail that takes you down to the creek and teaches you all about the history of the discovery. The following morning, it was off to Chichaco's for the best turkey clubs in town, as well as the best sticky buns in town, followed by a walk along the dike. Who's this? Who's this little precious one in the flowers? And then over across the river on the ferry to go check out the shipwrecks. So when the river's too high, you can't go along the shore, but there's a trail through the bush. But luckily, the water's at a good level that we can walk along the shore.
These are getting pretty bashed, eh?
Yeah. Like, yeah, because like when we were teenagers, we could basically
Go inside them.
crawl around on them.
Walk around most of it. Eh?
Yeah. Yeah. I think there's 4. Stan, are you having fun? If you're looking for a fabulous viewpoint to see all of Dawson, just head down a little ways on the Sunnydale Road. You can see the Moosehide Slide very prominently on the hillside up above town, and the mixing of the two waters. The Yukon River has glacial tilt in it, which makes it very muddy in appearance, while the Klondike is clear. The ferry is free and operates 24 hours a day from May until October. Happy birthday to birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jonna. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you very much.
Make a wish. I wanted the gold and I sought it. I scrabbled and mucked like a slave. Was it famine or scurvy? I fought it. I hurled my youth into a grave. I wanted the gold and I got it. Came out with a fortune last fall. Yet somehow life's not what I thought it. And somehow the gold isn't all. There's the land! Have you seen it? The most cussedest land that I know. That's curious. I would be remiss if I did not mention 40 Mile Gold. This is where John and I got our wedding rings. Their jewelry is made from gold from their very own mine. Well, friends, as they say, all good things must come to an end, and so concludes this visit to Dawson City. I will leave all my recommendations and favorite places in the description box of this video. If you have any questions, do let me know, and we'll see you on the road. P.S. We did get a glimpse of Tombstone Mountain on our way home when we stopped at the Tintina Trench rest stop, and we even saw a nice little black bear. Toodles!
One take Tara.